Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm going to be doing my next TBR for the reading quest. I've really been enjoying it so far. I've completed the Mages quest, and you will have seen if you watch all my videos that my wrap up of those books went up recently. So it's time for my next quest. And for this I've picked The Rogue. Now I've already covered one square of the Rogue's journey with the book with the one-word title where I read Passenger by Alexandra Bracken, and so now I've just got 4 books on that quest. I have picked one other book, however, that I'm going to use as my free space pick for the side quests because it needs to be read for the welcome prize challenge I'm doing with Caitlin. So first of all, let me tell you that the free square that I'm going to be choosing for my side quest is The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Scoot. This is a non-fiction story. It's about Henrietta Lacks. She's born a poor tobacco farmer, and her cancer cells are taken without her knowledge and have become some of the most important cells in history in terms of cancer research. And so her family didn't know anything about this. She didn't know anything about it until 20 years after her death, her family were told of this. And I believe this covers many quite important topics, including racism, injustice, faith in scientific discovery, and I'm really excited to read this and discuss it with Caitlin at our Welcome Prize live show at the beginning of September, at the very beginning. And now on to the books that will make up my Rogue quest. The first square is a book published by a small press, and for that I was really kindly sent a book called Broadcast by Liam Brown, and this is published by Legend Times. I believe they only print maybe like 10 or 20 books a year, so they're definitely a small press. I'm really excited about this one. The premise is that in this world, in this futuristic world, there is a chip that can be implanted in your brain which sort of live streams everything, your thoughts, your feelings, and I suppose this is going to look in a fictional way at the consequences of this. For my pick for a book with less than 500 ratings on Goodreads, I'm going for a YA book that I really wanted to pick up for a while, and that is Hole in the Middle by Kendra Fortmeyer. Now I saw this on Maddie and Bee's channel, A Heart Full of Books. They were reading shorts that they'd got from Yalk, where it just gives you like a sample of the story, and this just sounded great. It's a YA story. There's sort of a quite snarky, funny, humorous main character. She's born with a hole in her middle, and it's a story about her and how she copes with the trials and tribulations of being a teenager with being different. So I'm looking forward to trying this one. Now the next one is a book with a partially obscured face, and for that I think this covers a partially obscured face. I don't know, let me know what you think. But that is my other Welcome Prize book that I have to read, which is Grace Williams Says It Loud by Emma Henderson. You can see here there's 2 people. Their faces are obscured because they're facing the other way. I feel like that is a good enough response to that prompt, but you let me know if you think this one works. But I'm looking forward to reading this one. I don't know much about it. I believe it's to do with 2 sort of young adults or teenagers, late teenagers, who are in a mental institute, perhaps in the 50s, and it follows how they form a relationship, and perhaps there is a child. I'm excited to try this one out. And then the final one for this prompt is a banned book, and I have picked for that In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. This reconstructs the brutal murder in 1959 of a Kansas farmer and his wife and children. This was banned at a high school in Georgia for its profanity, sex and violent content. It was later reinstated, but it has been banned by the school at some point, so I'm counting this as my banned book. So this is the next chunk of books that are on my TBR for the reading quest. I'm really enjoying this. It's pushing me to find a really interesting TBR. I'm loving just sort of making a note of the points I'm getting along the way. It's just been really fun so far, so I'm looking forward to reading these. Have you read any of these? How are you getting on in your reading quest? Let's talk in the comments down below as always, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now, BookTube.